Good day, YouTube. Let's say you are the supervisor of an individual or a few individuals, and it's time for their performance appraisal to come, their performance report. If you're Air Force enlisted, it's Enlisted Performance Report, EPR, or if you supervise an officer, it's OPR, Officer Performance Report. You have to know what your people do, and they have to know what they're supposed to be doing. I like to tell the team that I work with or supervise, your performance report is going to be due this month. So write down what you've been doing every week, every month, every quarter, and then submit that information to me at least a month out at the latest. Preferably, let's say 2 months, so you have more time to prepare that draft of that performance report. Because when your people take care of you at work, I would recommend that you do the same by taking care of them throughout the year, especially when their performance report is due. You have to know what they did, how they did it, and in that performance report, what impact did it have for the military or the Air Force or whatever branch you are. That's very important. You don't want fluff information, walks on water, things like that. You have to be very specific. Also remember that other people are going to be reviewing that draft, people in your chain of command, that draft performance report. And people have different writing styles. That's like the best thing that you can do is be direct, what they did, how they did it, and the impact that it had on your team. The other thing is definitely be open to having the individual that you supervise, if they want to provide you a draft performance report, they can do that. However, it's not mandatory because you as a supervisor should be doing that. I've often had people tell me, is it okay, or ask me, is it okay if I provide a draft report and then you update that report however you want? You edit, you add, you subtract. And I said, yes, that's fine. And sometimes you're going to have people that don't do that. That's how come and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I will tell you this, and this is what I tell myself, is definitely make sure that your people are writing down what they do as they go along, as opposed to not doing anything, writing anything down for a long period of time. And then it's time to write their performance report, and they are, struggling to give you information. The other thing is this: you can use these weekly reports or monthly reports for a quarterly nomination. That is, if you submit them for a quarterly award. So you as a supervisor, and myself as well, have responsibilities of taking care of the team that we work with by being clear and communicate with them as needed, having them document what they do, you observe what they do, and also observe what the impact is. That's what this video is about. It's a pretty simple topic. You don't write performance report all the time or often, and because of that, some people struggle. And you don't want to struggle with writing a performance report, because that is somebody's career that you are either going to help them or you're not. And maybe it's not done intentionally, but you want to succeed when it comes down to you writing a performance report. That's what this topic is about. Take it seriously, do the best that you can, ask questions of others as well. Let's say you find an individual who is an excellent writer. My friend who works right across my office writes excellent, and that's because he was an executive officer for a year or two. So he's very sharp. I like to find those sharp people and learn from them. I also have a binder with sample performance reports. All the names are masked. The social security number is masked. That way, when it's time for me to write, it can refresh my memory, but also know what you want to write about. Keep it simple in the sense that you want to document what they did, how they did it, and the impact. Have a great day.